Hello EquesRAYans and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since you've seen my face and I do apologise for that, but I was going to kind of talk to you about why that is, because quite a lot's gone on recently and I just feel like I need to address some things. So while I'm mucking out, or maybe just before I muck out, I'm just going to give you the lowdown and hopefully we can bring you all up to speed and get going forward again, get this train moving. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. So I've had like a series of things happen all at once, which just got very stressful, and it kind of got on top of me and I had to take a break. So I have taken a bit of a break from YouTube and Instagram and just social media in general. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I applied for the All-Star Academy, and mostly the attention I got was really positive and everyone was really happy to see me applying. So if you left a nice message or comment, thank you, it really does mean a lot, but there unfortunately was some really awful ones. I saw a couple of them and then I had to completely ban myself from looking at the comment section because it was just gonna get really upsetting for me. At the same time, I was moving house, so we've now moved into our first home, which is really exciting, and I'm going to do an empty house tour for you guys so you get to see our new house, which is really exciting, and you'll never guess who my new next door neighbour is. It's insane, I can't believe it, and neither of us knew that we were going to be next door neighbours, which is even crazier.
As you can see behind me, I'm in a very different setting, and that's because, as you'll see from the title, we've bought a house, so this is our new garden. But I thought I'd do a little empty house tour, maybe some packing stuff, but to be honest, the packing at home is just horrendous. Hazel's enjoying some chocolate. Oh, I think you finished it all. But yeah, I thought I'd let you have a little tour around. I did do a poll on my Instagram actually, and I was very shocked to see how many people actually wanted a house tour. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I figured we would start with the garden, seeing as that's where I was to start with. So we've got this little patio area here. Nice bit of space for a garden set and a barbecue. I'm so excited for barbecues. We've got the big shed there. They've left us some hanging baskets, which is nice, so I can pop some flowers up. And then the lawn is small, but it's enough. You've just seen Hazel on it, so you can see there's enough room for her, which isn't the important thing. And then there's like a little alleyway there. That's not our rubbish, by the way. That was left by the previous owners. But so yeah, we've got access there. And actually out here, I'll see if I can lift the phone up. Out here is a big space, and I don't know who it belongs to, but when I saw it I was like, oh my god, I could fit a horse box in there. But yeah, I don't think that space is for us, unfortunately. But I don't know, because I've seen different vehicles parking it every time, so part of me is like, get a horse box, park it there, it'll be fine. We'll just claim it as our space. So I've now come to the front of the house. That's the garden out the back there, and to the left is my new kitchen. This is probably the room I'm most excited about, because I've literally had a kitchen that's probably about that wide for the last few years, so I'm so excited just to have all this like space. But in here, I didn't know this, by the way, when we came to view the place, but these come out. How cool is that? Oh my god. I feel so sad, but yeah, I couldn't help myself. So yeah, the fridge is there, fridge freezer. Come out here and we've got a cupboard under the stairs. I don't know how much you guys actually want to see, but that goes quite far back, so there's a good bit of storage there. Then in here is a downstairs bathroom, which is huge. Don't know why it needs to be so big. And then I've gone for a little, well, I'm hoping to do like a little African theme, because for those of you who don't know, I was born in South Africa, so I've gone for like, I saw that and that in Next, so it's a little elephant toilet holder thing, and then I got that toilet brush in Dunelm Mill, just in case anyone was interested. Then going through this way, so out through the garden there, but this is our living room, dining room area, which is a bit tight, I won't lie. It's a little bit small, but it's doable, do you know what I mean? So The dining table will probably go there, telly there. And then the sofa bed there. We have a sofa bed because my family lives so far away. So when they come and visit, we want somewhere for them to go. And we've got another little storage cupboard. One of the main reasons we like this place was for the storage. So we've got that in there. The previous tenants used that for the kids' toys. So let's head on upstairs. We've got the baby gate set up already, because we all know babies like to find their way around places. Look, purple! Not that it's important, but I like the purple wall. I was wondering whether I would keep it, because it is a bit dark, but I do like it, so it probably will stay. So, oh, I didn't know all those towels were just piled there. I do apologise. Another storage cupboard here for a few bits and bobs. Oh, I purchased that recently. Didn't realise Andy had bought it upstairs, but this was a bargain. This was from Dunelm Mill, and our bed is basically this colour. So that was 30 quid, marked down from 80. So that's pretty cool. Then in here, shut that door, is the upstairs bathroom. And yeah, just, I don't really know what to say about a bathroom, but there it is. I picked these up at IKEA the other day. I'm trying to match the tiles. I don't think I did too bad of a job, actually. Oh yeah, there's also like lots of storage in here and down here, which is pretty cool. On to our bedroom. Again, this is a bit of a tight space, but it will do for our first house. The bed, well, you can probably see the imprint of the old person's bed. But yeah, that's probably where the bed's gonna have to go. We've measured it all out and it doesn't seem to work any other way. So in here will be Hazel's little room. So she's got a pretty decent space. I can't really tell if I zoom. Oh, there you go. I'll try and do wide angle to show you a bit better. And then, yeah, we've got all that wall space that way. The previous owners had floor to ceiling wardrobes along here for the whole family, which is probably what we're going to have to do. And then the last room is this little office space. Again, it is a bit tiny. They did have it as a nursery, I think, previously, which is why that's painted on the wall. That will probably go at some point. But at least it's a space and it's our house. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it. We do also have a loft up there. I'll show you the bedroom with the wide angle on. I'll give you a bit more of an idea of space. Or maybe not, maybe it just makes it look bigger. But yeah, our new lamp is gonna go up there. So yes, it is small, but like I say, it's our first house and it's our house, so at least we have our own space now. Also, I apologise for the state of me. We're currently going through a heat wave here in the UK, and it's been unbearable, especially like yesterday, Monday, it's the Wednesday today and we move tomorrow. Monday and Tuesday it went over 40 degrees, which in the UK is unheard of. So all you Australians out there, don't have a go. Also, we have like insulated houses here, so everything is built for it being cold all the time. So when it's hot, we really do suffer. But yeah, that's our little house. This is a temporary solution because we don't currently have any wardrobes, so we're gonna have to go and buy some. But Hazel thinks it's a great toy. I don't think this is going to fit all my riding gear on it, guys. I've got too much stuff. I don't know how we're going to manage. Another one of my purchases for the house was this little rainbow entranceway mat. I just thought it was really pretty, and the purple ties in really nicely to the wall colour. So it'll go right here, and then you've got the purple wall just here. Boxes piling high, you know how I feel. It's moving day. As you can see, the removals van is just behind me. I am absolutely exhausted and we've still got so much to do, but we're pretty much all packed up, or at least as much as we could. They didn't actually give us as many boxes as we kind of paid for, so we did run out, but luckily we've got an overlap. We don't actually have to be out of this place until the 7th of August. So yeah, we will keep on moving stuff, I guess, until then. I've got to go. I've just dropped Hazel off at nursery, so thankfully we don't have her running under our feet today, which we have done for the last week and a half. It's been absolute bedlam. The heat has been horrendous, but today it's nice and cool. So yeah, that helps. It really helps. But yeah, I will see you guys in the new house with all our stuff. Starting to get things into the new house.
Where are you moving to?
Here?
Oh my god, you're my next door neighbour!
No way! Oh my god! Guys, this is absolutely insane. Guess who my new next door neighbour is? No way! I can't believe this!
So I had that happening. Moving house is very stressful, especially when you've got a toddler, and we were doing it in a heat wave. It was like over 40 degrees in the UK. It was not very nice. So that was all very stressful. Then obviously I had those comments which were not very nice. And I also had someone contact the brands that I work with about Pepper's weight, well, more about her crest, I guess. And they contacted pretty much all the brands I work with. That was also very stressful, as you can imagine. But I feel like I haven't addressed, maybe I just haven't gone about things the right way. Maybe I haven't discussed it enough with people, and people think that I don't take Pepper's weight seriously, but that is far from the case. And thankfully the brands that I work with know that. So they've been 100% behind me. Bed Down have actually been to my yard and seen what I do for Peps, see what I feed her. So, you know, other brands, they know that it's a primary concern for me, but it's not as simple as people might think. So Peps has had colic quite a few times since I've owned her. She's very, very sensitive, so that's one factor. She's asthmatic, she's had her ulcers, she's a good doer, so she's, you know, she lives off fresh air basically. And the grazing she's on is incredibly poor. So I have a lot of factors that I'm working with, that I'm trying to get to grips with and find something that works for her. So it's not in any way that I don't care. It's just finding the right balance for her now. And yeah, there's just a lot of different elements that need to be looked at and assessed. And that's a journey that I'm going on, which takes me on to the next stressful thing that happened. If you've followed me for a while, you'll know that Peps has been on the same feed for a long time. I'm not going to mention fly, shoot fly, don't bother me. She's been on the same feed for, gosh, I think she started this feed in 2018, and I don't want to bring the brand up. If you're on active on Instagram, you will have seen what happened anyway, but this is in no way bashing the brand at all. And I feel like the feed that I was giving her worked to an extent, and where she's so sensitive and she's had these issues before, it was difficult for me to try and change what I was feeding her because I didn't know how she might react. So yeah, I guess I was a bit afraid to change her feed, or if I was going to change it, I wanted to make sure I did the right research and found one that I think would work for her. But I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this advert for this company looking to find influencers to help them with some brand marketing. And I thought, yes, I would really love to work with this brand, really excited about it. So I applied, and then I got an email saying that it was all going ahead and I was going to get involved, which was so exciting for me because it was a brand that I've known and loved and used for so long. And I guess I didn't quite understand what the campaign was going to be. And I know for a lot of people it didn't go down very well. They were advertising a new ulcer balancer, which again was really exciting for me because Peps has obviously been through her ulcer treatment and all the rest of it, and I thought, this is great, this could be the new feed for her, this could really work. And I'll be honest with you guys, I messed up because I am not qualified in any way, shape or form in nutrition for horses. So I shouldn't have been helping to advertise something that I know nothing about. And it was kind of lucky in a way that people started a conversation about the campaign, because it really got me thinking about feeds in general, and I've kind of educated myself a little bit more and had some help with some people who are knowledgeable and do know a bit more about feed than I do, or quite a bit more about feed than I do. And I just learned a little bit more about what I was feeding her, and that it potentially wasn't helping her. I think what I was feeding her helped to an extent. She has lost a hell of a lot of weight over the years, and maybe I haven't documented that enough for you guys to see the difference, but she has. And it's just this last stubborn bit on her crest, which when people see it, I think they automatically think, oh, laminitis, Cushing's, all that jazz. The vet's not worried about anything like that. I'm very open and honest with the vet about these kind of things, and it's something that we monitor. So if there's ever any changes, obviously I make sure to tell the vet. But she's never shown any signs of any of those conditions, so we're not currently worried about it. But obviously it is something that I would like to try and get rid of if I can. It has gone down so much since I first bought her, and that comes with not only the correct diet but also the correct way of working. So as she's kind of learned how to carry herself properly, she's slowly built up muscle in better places and things. So we're getting there, and unfortunately it's not just a straight run. There's going to be bumps in the road. Like I say, she got diagnosed with asthma and then with her ulcers, so it's just been a juggling act, and it's been very difficult. And I think I just went on the defense when I saw people like attacking me about her weight. I was just, maybe I just blocked them, or I just ignored it, and I didn't like open a discussion with people, which probably wasn't the best way to do it. But I just felt like it just got a bit much. But I want people to understand that it is something that I take very, very seriously. It was mentioned about her being on haylage now when she should be on soaked hay. I've kind of been experimenting with the two. Time restraints for me make it very difficult to soak hay. In an ideal world I'd have a hay steamer, but they're so expensive and I just don't have the money for one right now. So I'm just trying to work with what I've got, or what is manageable for me. And at the minute the haylage is working, and haylage isn't necessarily worse than hay to feed them. Depending on the weather conditions through the year, hay can actually be really high in sugar. So yeah, it's a balancing act, and I'm trying to work out what will work best. And after this campaign and after doing some research, I realised that what I was feeding her probably wasn't benefiting her anymore. I think it has helped her a hell of a lot, and I could be wrong. I could change her onto what I'm going to talk to you about today, and things might not work out, but I needed to make a change, I think. So I got in contact with Simple Systems, because that's a feed that was recommended to me by Emily from Bed Down and from Lauren, who's amateur showing on Instagram, both good friends of mine. And I just ended up talking to their Feedline, and they were so helpful, and I spoke to them about everything that she gets and what she's on, and yeah, it just was really useful to talk to them, and they were really helpful. So they've recommended their Total Eclipse Balancer, which is it's not really a powder. There's a lot of like different elements to it. When I show you it, you'll see what I mean. But you can see like bits of goodies that are in there for them, like linseed. I don't really know what else is in there, but it's meant to be like a total complete balancer that has everything in that they might need, but without like the added extras that a pellet balancer might have, which is what she was on. And then she's got their Lucy Stalks, which is a really low calorie chaff, just to add a bit more chew. And the vet also recommended Speedy Beat, because that's also low calorie, but it's a bulker and it's good for their gut, so that will help with like the ulcer side of things. So that's currently where I'm at, and yeah, I hope I've addressed the things that I needed to, and that I've made you guys understand a little bit better. But just to make it very clear, Pep's her weight is of utmost importance to me, because at the end of the day, I love her to bits. I think you can all see that. I put my blood, sweat and tears into her. She's my pride and joy, and I want her to last for as long as possible. So how anyone could think that I would want to keep her in a condition that might jeopardize that, I don't understand. And yeah, I think that's why I got defensive. So hopefully now that I've addressed it, you guys can see where I'm coming from, see what I'm working on and things. And I've yeah, changed the feed up, so I'm going to document that for you guys. I'm going to weigh tape her now and just show you the progress, if there is any. If there isn't, then I'm going to change things up again, and we'll just keep working on it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to find the right thing that works for her. So that's where we're up to. Let me take you to the feed room and I'll show you her new feeds. Okay, so we're in the feed room. First things first, I got a little welcome pack from Simple Systems. We have a little look inside. Oops, it's all falling. Gives you a bit of a lowdown there about their feeds. Lots of information leaflets. Their Feedline, which I'll leave down in the description if you want to give them a call. I found them really helpful. So yeah, there's just so much information that they've sent out, but what I really liked is they were explaining how, because their balancer, what's gone on really dark in here, I do apologise for that. Yeah, they explained that because their balancer isn't like a pelleted balancer that would contain added extras or added sugar to make it palatable, they also sent me a little bag of peppermint just to encourage Peps to eat it. So it just says fussy eaters are encouraged by the addition of a little to the feed, believed to aid digestion and reduce flatulence. Add to feed as required, which is also a benefit to Peps because she does get flatulence in the summer. Yeah, maybe we'll see a difference with that too. Right, I'm gonna be really careful because I don't want to drop this and spill it everywhere. I could do with a bucket to put it in, but here is the Total Eclipse balancer, and it's got all the feeding like rations on the front there. I don't know if you'll be able, I'm gonna try and get some footage of it close up so you can get a good look at it, but it just looks like it's full of goodies really. And then I also got this measuring cup scent, and it's actually got all of their different like products around the side and then the measurements to go with it. So from the front of this package, I think I worked out that Peps should have 250? No. I did work this out the other day, hang on. 125 grams for a 500 kg horse. So yeah, Peps would be on 150 a day because she's around 600, just under that I think. So yeah, what I am gonna do is just gradually introduce her to it, because like I've said, she has reacted to things before. She's colicked off of hay, off of a change of feed, so I do things very gradually. I mean, you should anyway, but yeah, I'm just being extra careful. So I've been giving her 50 grams between the two feed. It's not a lot at the minute, but it just kind of gets it into a system, and then I'll slowly build that up. And then we've got the Lucy stalks. I will show you a picture of the bag as well, but this is just like a really low calorie chop, just to like give them some chew in their feed and slow them down. So that's that was also recommended. So I was recommended the Lucy chop with the Total Eclipse, and then they also recommended their Speedy Beat, their version of Speedy Beat. I can't remember what it's called now, but I already had a big tub of Speedy Beat, so I'm just using that. I've got them for today. I've got them on soak at the moment. So there's the Speedy Beat. So that's the Simple Systems stuff that I'm feeding at the moment, and a little bit of information about them. She's getting a bit of ready grass in her feed just because there isn't much grass out in the field. I was actually going to show you the field when I turned her out, and I forgot to take you down there. But yeah, there isn't much grazing out there. However, I know, sorry about my phone. However, I know that what is coming through now, because we've had such a dry spell and then we had a fair bit of rain, I know that the grass that's coming up is going to be very high in sugar. But again, it's finding that balance where, like, I don't want to put a muzzle on her because of the ulcers, so she needs to have forage constantly. So I'm just trying to limit her turnout by turning her out a little bit later in the day and not leaving her out there for too long. and then yeah, just supplementing her with her forage in the stable. That's why Speedy Beat is so good. It's a bulker, it fills them up, but it's not high in calorie. And then supplement wise, it's in the wrong tub at the moment because the bag actually burst in the post, but I have spoken about it already. This is, just put a bit on there, this is Premier Performance's Gastro Premier, so that's being used to sort of tackle the ulcer side of things and try and keep her gut happy. That's like her gut health supplement, and then she has her respirator boost for the asthma. This has been amazing. Anytime she has a flare up, I just put her back on the loading rate and it's just sorts her right out. It's brilliant stuff. So I swear by that, and that is her feeds at the moment. Like I say, it's just a case of trial and error now, but so far so good. She's been eating the feeds, so I think the peppermint is doing the trick. Mint is her favourite flavour of anything anyway. It was also mentioned about me feeding Pep's treats. She doesn't get an awful lot of treats. She doesn't get carrots or apples like that very often at all. Maybe as a special treat, you know, around Christmas time or something like that. But if I do give her treats, these are the ones. Like, it will be Silvermore treats, which are low in sugar, suitable for laministics. These were very kindly sent to me by Silvermore, so thank you very much. I've got quite a good stock of them because they were very generous and sent me out loads of bags. So yeah, she gets them on occasion. When she does get a treat, it's a treat that has her weight management in mind. So yeah, I hope that's been interesting, helpful. I hope you guys have kind of got a bit more of an understanding of what I'm trying to do for Peps now, and I'm gonna document this journey now with the new feed and see if we see any improvement. She's getting worked a bit more as well. That was another thing that was very difficult for me, is I was struggling for time to ride, and I realized that, and I've now got a loaner. She does 3 days a week, but occasionally here and there she'll do a bit more. So like this Sunday I'm visiting my mother-in-law for her birthday, so she's doing her on Sunday. Next week I'm gonna go see my family, so she's doing Peps over those few days, and 9 times out of 10 she will ride. So I know that Peps is getting at least 3 days exercise if I don't manage to do anything else, but I'm trying my best to do it. It's just, yeah, life is a balancing act with horse, and adding horses to it is just makes it a bit more difficult, and I have been really struggling, and I think that's another reason why I've been defensive. Just like mental health wise, I've not been great, so just trying to work things out, and I needed that break from social media so that I could work on myself a little bit, and it's really helped. I'm coming back feeling a lot more refreshed, and hopefully you can tell from my overall like demeanour that I feel much better, and I'm excited to see how things go from here. I did go to Hickstead, when was it? Not last weekend, the weekend before, with Bed Down, ta-da, who kindly gave me the tickets to go, so thank you very much, Bed Down. So I'm going to finish off this vlog with some footage from Hickstead so that you can enjoy that, and we'll take the atmosphere up of the vlog a little bit.
I've been left in charge.
Cassie takeover. I haven't even done an intro for this video yet.
What wild fun can we have?
We're at Hickstead, hello. I thought you were going to tell me off for picking up saddle pads, and you're taking me to a saddle pad stall.
You can look, but you can't see.
Hang on, do I need to slap you now because you've bought one?
Yeah.
I know, right? Like, what the cheek? You're telling me I can't buy any? You! What can you see? You see a tractor over there? The green tractor. They're picking up the jumps. They're setting the course. You and your crazy hair.
Anti-stand.
No. Oh. Yay! He said, giddy up. Hey, giddy up.
That's my new word again. Let's film you, Ray.
Oh no.
Mummy.
We're on a hunt for bed down. I'm gonna sniff it out. Sniff out the lavender.
It's gonna be around here somewhere. And Ray has swapped one addiction for another.
You can never have enough bed down.
Saddle pads are out.
Bedding is in.
Snorting bedding is in.
At least that's snorted it.
I've
That's
seen
not
you.
what I meant.
I've seen you when you thought no one was watching. That sounds dodgy.
This is a PG channel, Cassie. We've discussed this before.
Ray, look, the dream.
Yeah.
The dream.
This is what I will be taking home with me later.
Is that your new car?
This is my new car, yeah.
In the valet
I
parking.
can't quite find the keys, but they're here somewhere. They are.
What are you buying now, Ray?
It's not for me.
Is it another saddle pad?
Have a look round, have a look at the size of the ice cream.
Oh my word. Hazel, that's bigger than you.
And you've got a ladybird. Is that good luck? You've got a ladybird on her pram. Come here. Be on the vlog. He's like, no. Oh, he's gone. Never mind. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want the camera, the attention, the drama. That looks a bit nice. Is that yummy?
I'm going to go and sneak a look around this beautiful Oakley lorry. Let me show you. Looks amazing. Oh, look at this. The dream. The dream. Oh. The storage. Oh look, even the steps are posh. So nice. Oh, look at all that storage and racking. Oh, it's a beautiful. Oh my God, look at the worktops.
Lovely marble, isn't it?
Oh, is that open? Oh, more storage. We love a bit of storage.
Your bathroom looks better than at home.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that's flash, I like.
Oh, look at that champagne bar. Done.
Sleeping area.
Oh, it's so nice. Got all those cupboards as well. Oh, you'd be so organised, couldn't you?
Pretty flash on the roof.
A little disco of an evening.
Pretty TV.
Let's have a look at the bathroom. I wonder if the Verve comes included. Oh, this is nice. Hi. Beautiful.
We did it. We sniffed out the bed down stand. Here it is. My precious lavender shavings. Hazel matches the new. Oh, we can't get to it. We'll show you in a bit. But the new range with her little blue jumper. She's making herself at home.
They're literally like a vest now. They're all...
The lavender shavings have worked their magic. Hazel's fast asleep. Oh my God, you guys. This horse box matches my channel colours. I need it in my life.
So yes, I hope you enjoyed that bit of footage from Hickstead. I kind of actually took a bit of a I had a day out rather than filming a vlog, if you know what I mean. Like, I was kind of filming, but I didn't want to make it all about the vlog because I was there with Nick, who obviously had a bad accident, so I wanted to spend some time with her, spend some time with my friends there. So normally if I go to an event, I try and like get all different angles and fun shots and try and get as much footage as I can, all that b-roll for the vlog. But this time around I kind of just sat and enjoyed the show as a spectator, and did a little bit of photography and stuff and videography as just a bit of fun. So yeah, I popped that in the vlog for you and hopefully you enjoyed it. Cassie taking over the vlog has me in fits. She's so funny, and yeah, it's mad that we're now next door neighbours. I still can't get over it, and just every now and again she pokes her head out the window. She's like, oi oi Savaloy. So yeah, that's great fun, and we get on like a house on fire. We've actually been thinking of ways that we can collaborate a bit more, because now there's no excuse really, is there? We live right next door to each other. So we've got some exciting things in the works, which I can't wait to share with you guys. But anyway, I hope that's been informal and you all, like, if anyone had any worries or anything like that, hopefully it's kind of cleared the air a little bit. I just want to say that there's nothing against the old feed that I was using. I do think that helped Peps a hell of a lot. It's just like, I guess with us, even if we get to a certain point in our diet, like I know I've reached that point where you'll diet for so long and then you hit like a plateau and nothing, you know, what you were doing wasn't working. You kind of have to drop calories again and then move forward. I feel like that's the stage that Peps is at now, but I've held off doing it because she's so sensitive to change, and I've had vet call outs for her asthma and for her ulcers this year, so it's not been cheap. And yeah, that's just life, guys. You know, sometimes you never know someone's financial circumstances or their what their mental health is like. So if you do have concerns and stuff, I totally get that, but maybe just think about how you word things. And going from here, if anyone does have any more questions, feel free to ask me, and if you have any suggestions for future videos that you want to see from me, do leave them down below, because I like to deliver. If there's anything specifically about the feed or what I'm doing with her to get the weight down, I can try my best to accommodate that. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, I think we're all cleared up. So until the next one, guys, I'll see you all later. Bye.